is the 21st of March. And what I'm going to be going through today is just a little informal overview about the product Pxch, what it can do for you. I'm going to talk about some use cases and basically give you a strategy session and give you some insights on what this product can do and what it can do for your business. Before I get started, I want to tell you a little bit about why the company came about. The owner of the company's name is Steve. He was the number one person selling Zoom through his company over the last 5 or 6 years or so. And one of the things he taught us is that he was with Zoom and his whole goal was to make systems simple. So when, I don't know if you know anything about Zoom nowadays, but it's not quite as simple as it used to be because they've gone more corporate. So before, when he was there, he was helping make that product simple to use, make it user-friendly for the average person. Then they started going public, of course, after they really got big. But two things happened. When he was doing that, he was helping entrepreneurs, small businesses like us, be able to utilize that product in our business. But then once they went to corporate, they started adding all this other functionality to it and made it a little bit more difficult. So what he did was he said, in our space, in our world of direct sales, there's a lot of use cases that can be used, which is some of the things you're going to see in a minute. You're going to see, some of the functionality of it, which I'll be sharing with you here shortly. And with that functionality, he said, we need to be able to make the screen more dynamic, make it more active, make it more user-friendly for people today. And so he went to Zoom and told them about it. And Zoom said, no, we're not going to do that. And the reason why they didn't want to do it is because of the cost. Once you go a public company, then they have to keep the cost down so they can make more profit. Well, what he was showing them how he can do things and make it interactive. And by making it interactive, the cost was going to go up by up to 600 times more. Because what he wanted to show Zoom is how you can make the screen interactive. He can make the products interactive and you can do other things like that. And Zoom said, we're not going to add 600 costs to our program. So he said, well, that's fine. Then I'm going to go ahead and bring you my resignation. I'm going to quit. And now what I'm going to do is be your competitor. So that's how Pxch came aboard. So what you're going to see right now, what I'm going to show you right up front so you can understand, the first thing I want you to write down, this is to make this really simple for you, that Pxch is exactly the same thing you would use on Zoom initially. In other words, you guys all know how to use Zoom. You know how to use Google Meet. You know how to screen share and show your screen. So since all of you already know how to do that, you already know how to use our program. Meaning, it's going to be very simple. You can join today and start using it today because it does the exact same thing. However, the end of the similarities. Now I'm going to show you what we can do that not only Zoom nor any other company on earth can do. So what I did was I just made this screen live. So each one of you can go ahead and touch the screen. You can move the screen up and down. You can click try Pxch today. You can click the video. You can do everything because the screen is what's called interactive. This is the world's first and only, first and only interactive website screen. Now, when you're doing a presentation like this, you don't want your customers, you don't want your prospects looking around at all the screen and everything. So what I could do at this exact moment, I could actually take back control of the screen and make it standard again. So now I'm in control of it going up and down. So that's a very important feature. This feature, what this does for you, and here's one of the first use cases you got to understand. In the direct sales space, when you're meeting someone online and you're talking to them about your product, maybe you're selling a book, maybe you're selling a service, maybe you're selling a contract, whatever that case is, whenever you're doing that, the hardest part is getting the person to buy. That's the hardest part. So when you're going to try to get that person to purchase from you, what they have to do is usually, in most cases with Zoom or any other company, the answer is, here's my link. I'm going to send you my link in the chat, or I'm going to send you an invoice in the email, or I'm going to do something of that nature. With this company, what I could do is I could change the page over here and say, here's our product. So let's say I was marketing another product, an insurance product, or a real estate product, or a book, or selling Amazon products. It doesn't matter. Let's say this was the product line. I can say, okay, here's the product line. We have a $149, a $179, a $199. Here are the different prices. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to make the screen live. I'm going to make the screen live and active. So now what each of you can do, you can now click the screen and pick the product you like. So I'm going to go ahead and take 5 minutes right now and let you guys go ahead and do that. So if I was selling this product right now, I could actually open the screen and all of you can now pick the product that you want. You can touch the screen, you can buy, you can put your credit card in, and each one of you have your own experience, meaning no one could see each other's information. So it's all hidden. So now imagine you can sell one-to-one. So if you have one customer on the other line, you can help that person buy now. So it's a much faster transaction. Plus, you don't have any more follow-up. You don't have to chase the person to get them to enroll. You don't have to call them back and follow up again. That's the next thing you can do. You can actually help the person enroll right away. Now, do not enroll right now unless I invited you here. If I invited you here, then you can enroll right now. But if I didn't invite you here, don't enroll right now because you would land on my website. Now, let me tell you the good news is a thing called Smart Links. Smart Links is where you can enroll one-to-many. What that means is this. Let's say, like right now, there's about 5 or 10 of us on here right now. And let's say there was 100 of us on here. And let's say I enrolled all 100. I brought all those 100 guests to my meeting, which I am starting to do. I'm starting to do that now. So if I had 100 people on here and they were all my guests, I could open up the website and 50 of them could enroll right now. So what's the use case? Let's say you're a distributor in a network marketing business and you wanted to do a presentation for yourself. You could do a meeting, have 5, 10, 15, 20, 50 guests come. Have 20, 30, 40, 50 people enroll in your team right now without you having to chase them, without you having to do a follow-up. Let's say you're selling a book and you wanted to present your book. You could present your book online. If your book is being sold on Amazon, you can go to an Amazon website, open up the page of your book, have everybody click on it right then and sell your book right there on the spot. Let's say you're selling an insurance policy. And your insurance policy, they needed to be able to fill out a form so they can get qualified for the insurance policy. You could pull up the form. You could actually open up the form, have them fill it out right there on the spot, or have 10 people or 15 or 50 people fill out the form at one time. So what I just told you about is 3 things so far. Number 1 is basically screen sharing just like you're already used to, meaning you could join today and you're already used to using the system. The second thing what I just showed you is what's called one-to-one. So if you're talking to one person, you can do a couple things. You can not only have them enroll, you can have them book a time in your calendar. Let's say you wanted to bring up your calendar. You wanted a person to sign up in your calendar. You could bring it up. They can go live, pick the time in your calendar right now. Or you could do what's the third thing is what's called one-to-many, which is what I'm showing you right now. So I want you to think about your business, and you should be asking yourself, how can I use this in my business to exponentially grow my business? So whatever you do, you can say, I can use this for one-to-one. I can use this for one-to-many. I can help sell my product much faster and get a much higher close ratio. So that's what we're doing. We're just trying to improve the close ratio so people don't have to follow up. Because how many of you ever been told by a show of hands, the fortune is in the follow-up? Anybody been told that? Yep. Well, let me tell you, when you're doing marketing, the fortune is in the follow-up. That is absolutely true. But you're not doing marketing right now. You're doing what's called direct sales. And direct sales, the fortune's not in the follow-up. The fortune is in the closing and asking for the money. The fortune is in getting the person to enroll today. See, in my business, I do no follow-up. Here's why. Because I have systems in place to get the person to decide if they want to do business with me now.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? Can everyone else hear me? Okay. Yeah, you may have changed something on your end, but everyone else can hear me. I apologize for that. Can you hear me now, ma'am? Yep.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, no problem. All right, so perfect. So what I've done is I've put systems in place to allow people to be able to work with me and do business with me now. And that's an important thing because nowadays, see, there's so much noise in the world. If you can't help the person decide to do business with you today, the probabilities of them ever coming back to you is slim to none. The reason why is there's so much noise, there's so much competition, there's other people doing what you do. And as soon as they leave your environment, They're going to go, and next thing you know, you're chasing them for weeks and weeks on end. That's the reason why a lot of people are struggling, and that's the reason why I created the business I do, which is I help people learn how to do that. So this strategy session I'm giving you right now is giving you a strategy on some ways and some techniques so that you can use it in your business. So what you want to do is ask yourself right now, what ways can I use this in my business? Can I do it for appointments? So let me show you what I mean by appointment. Let me show you that part of it. I'm going to put this standard. I'm going to put my appointment calendar in there. Let me show you what that would look like. Give me 1 second. Okay, that's not my appointment calendar. Let me find my appointment calendar. Give me 1 second. All right. I don't know my calendar name by heart. I used to, but I don't anymore. So give me 1 second here. You know what? Actually, let me just show it to you from somebody else's calendar. I don't have my calendar right here. So I'm going to share this. I'm going to stop sharing it, and then I'm going to share the calendar. Here you go. So now let me share the calendar. Okay, so imagine this is your Calendly link. I'm sure most of you probably use Calendly or something similar. So imagine if you have your Calendly link. In your page, you're bringing up your page, and you're talking to a bunch of people. Let's say you have 5 or 10 or 20 people in your business. And now you want to be able to show them your calendar. You want to be able to get all of them in your calendar at one time versus having to send them your link and then having them figure it out and then find it in their email. You could put your link here. I could say, okay, you guys, we're going to make this live. So now the page is live. Each one of you can go in and pick a different time and book a time in the calendar right there on the spot. So imagine this could be a great lead generator for you. In other words, you can now use this as a tool to be able to generate more appointments in your calendar, which is one of the things I'm starting to do. I'm starting to do marketing on LinkedIn. I'm starting to do marketing on Facebook in different areas where not only am I helping one person get in my calendar, 10, 15, 20, 50 people get in my calendar at one shot just by using a technique like this. So this is called one-to-one and one-to-many. So those are 3 different things you can do. Number 1, you have the regular screen share. Number 2, you have the one-to-one where you can make the site interactive to get faster closing and a higher closing percentage. Number 3, you have one-to-many. So you can help multiple people join or buy your product or buy your services. Number 4, you can book appointments. So this is an appointment scheduling system. So that's another thing that it is. One other feature I'm going to show you is language translation. We have a language translation box that I could pop up, which is what I just did. So you can see that box that just popped up on your screen. I can literally be speaking in English and have you hear me in another language. I'm not going to make it live right now, but I could. If I had a bunch of people in here that spoke other languages, I could make it live. And then if you spoke Chinese, you could hear me in your language. If someone was speaking Spanish or Portuguese, they could hear me in their native language. They could also, at the end, ask me a question in their language, and I could hear them in English. So now you can grow your business exponentially around the world. And that's the 5th feature that we have that I wanted to share with you. There's 2 more I'm going to show you. But this one, what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to let you demonstrate it again. And like I said, I'm showing you use cases. The biggest thing I want you to think about as you're watching this is how can I apply this in my business? But here's another thing I want you to think about before I show you the last 2. Ask yourself this question. Who do I know that might be able to use a system like this? Who do I know? Who do I know that this could be beneficial? Let me tell you why. And before I show you this next 2 features, the owner of this company, Steve, did something unique. I don't know about you, but I was kind of upset when I thought about this. Zoom exploited us. And I'm going to say that. They exploited us. How? Because we were all sheltered in place, right? We were all sheltered in place. Everyone on earth was sheltered in place. And the only way we could communicate with our family is through what? A Zoom or Google Meet. And what did we tell our family? Go buy Zoom. Go buy Zoom. Go get on Zoom. Go join Zoom. And we did all the work. We took that company from nothing to a $5 billion a year business. Here's my question, you guys. Ask yourself, how much money did Zoom send you? Did they send you a referral fee for telling all those people to join? And those people told more people and more people and more people. Did Zoom send you a check? No, they should have, because you did direct sales with them. You did network marketing for them. You built them a multi-billion-dollar business. They didn't send you a dime for doing it. Well, Steve said, I'm going to make that right. I'm going to change that. He said, I'm going to put the system in place, and I'm not spending a dime on marketing. I'm giving our customers the money for marketing, which makes sense. We're the ones telling everybody how good this is, so why shouldn't we get compensated for it? So what I'm going to show you by the time this is done, two things. Number one, I'm going to show you how to join today. And I'm going to, if someone invited you here, you want to get with their website so you can sign up. If you're joined with me today, then I'll open up the screen so you can do that with me. The second thing you want to do is you're going to want to go and find out, how you can get your 3, which is what the training is going to do. Because once you refer 3 people, your system is going to be free. In other words, it won't cost you anything to own the software. And I'm going to show you that too. So before we get started, I'm going to show you this one last feature here, which is, it's called recorded and interactive. Meaning you can actually make a recording of yourself. Or we have AI avatars, which you can actually record yourself. You could record your website. You could record a call to action. You could put in there your calendar. You could record any other website and make it interactive. For the world's first and only recorded and interactive and live and interactive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this. Now, I want to preface this in advance because people inevitably always do this. You always reach out and want to test the screen and all that. You can't test the screen because I'm actually just sharing the screen. I'm not making it interactive. I just want you to see what the technology can do for you. So while you're watching this, I want you to be thinking, how can I use this in my business? How can I use this to grow my business? How can I use this to generate more leads? How can I do this to make more appointments? How can I use this to get more people to sign up for my calendar? So let's take a look at the world's first and only recorded and interactive.
Hi, I'm Steve Jamison, the CEO of Pxch. If you are watching this, you probably use Zoom or Google Meet to run your business. And you probably know those tools haven't really changed in forever. Before starting Pxch, I spent almost 4 years as Zoom's largest ISV partner. While those platforms solve the connection problem, they don't solve the sales conversion problem. They are a very effective presentation tool, but they are passive, perfect for talking to an audience of shared screens. But if you need to grow your business with a call to action, texting a link in the chat has become obsolete. Pxch is radically different. It is a conversion system, a new sales process. We help you drive appointments, fill out forms live with clients, grow sales teams faster, and make immediate sales without anyone ever leaving the meeting or webinar. While you watch this demo, ask yourself 3 critical questions. Can this technology help my business right now? Will it increase my conversions by turning viewers into participants? Is it fundamentally better than the passive tools I'm using today? If the answers are yes, you'll have an opportunity to enroll today and start immediately. You are about to experience the world's first and only fully interactive meeting and webinar conversion system. Go ahead, take your mouse and touch the screen. You can't do this on other platforms. Shift people from watching to active participation. That is the moment conversion becomes possible. From 1 to 600 people can interact simultaneously. It is also completely private. Imagine asking 600 people to enter their credit card details to lock in a price. And then the only person who can see it is the person putting in their own information. The user has total security. But Pxch isn't just for live events. We also created your recordings to be interactive. You record your perfect presentation once, send it out via email or ads, and a prospect watching at 2 a.m. in their pajamas can still click the screen, scroll the page, buy your product, and book your real-time calendar. It's an evergreen sales machine that works while you sleep. We also offer live AI voice translation. If you speak English, your audience can hear you in real time in Spanish, French, Vietnamese, or 40 other languages. You can market worldwide and build a global business with 0 language barriers. Pxch is effective for any meeting requiring a call to action. Insurance/finance? Stop emailing PDFs. Take applications, get signatures, and take payments live on screen in one meeting. Network marketers? Sell your products, recruit new distributors, and get them to pay or join immediately without the need to follow up. Real estate? sign listing agreements digitally, or close escrows instantly on the call. Coaches/consultants close high-ticket sales and collect payment immediately. We believe in this product so much that we created a way for you to get your account for free. As you start using Pxch, people will stop the meeting and ask what system you are using because it's so different from what they are used to. Just give them your referral link. When they enroll, you earn an instant cash reward, $50, $75, or $100, deposited immediately into your account and up to 30% residually on the ongoing subscriptions. Refer just 3 paid clients and your monthly fee goes to zero and can stay there forever. You get your money back and a free conversion machine. Let's look back at those 3 questions. Can Pxch help your business? Yes. Can it increase your conversions? Yes. Is it better than what you use now? Absolutely. So why wait another day using old, outdated tools? Let's get you enrolled. I'm going to walk you through it. Our screen is now live. Use your mouse and click on one of the 3 plans on the screen right now to get started. Pick the one that fits your goals. Our standard plan, perfect for getting started. Host 100 interactive guests, 90 minutes per session. Unlimited live and interactive recorded meetings. The premium, the sweet spot for growing businesses. Host 300 interactive guests, 3 hours per session. Double the storage plus AI transcriptions. And the Pro plan, maximum capacity for power users and large teams. Go ahead, move your mouse and click Standard, Premium, or Pro on the screen right now, and let me be the first to welcome you. If you aren't quite ready to get started just yet, because we raised as many new questions as ones we have answered, listen to a brief message from one of our special AI twins, who we created right here on the Interactive Pxch platform, and who will invite you to a live demo where you will see the answers to why Pxch, why now, and most importantly, why you.
Hello. In case you didn't recognize me, I am Albert Einstein, and I know a little something about the journey of inventing, developing, and launching new technologies. If you are asking yourself the question of why Pxch, why now? Let me give you my equivalent of my best E=mc² answer. The very first webinar platform was launched in 1995 by Xerox. It could accommodate up to 1,000 people and included instant polling and chat, which means no one, least of all Zoom, Google Meet, or Microsoft Teams, has developed any key innovations for webinars in the past 30 years. This is no longer the case. There is a new innovative webinar platform, and it's called Pxch. And the webinar audience wanting to interact in real time on their computer, laptop, or phone might be far bigger than you realize. The closest comparison I can think of is when my friend Tom invented the light bulb. He had an entire world of people using candles. He understood the size of his audience. Today, the estimate is that as many as 2 billion individual people have attended a live webinar, with 550 million people attending a live webinar every single day. And you ask, why now? The first light bulb lasted only 13 hours, and he had every person in the world wanting one. His live demos created unprecedented demand. And when you go through a live interactive demo with Pxch, I promise you the light bulb will go on inside of you. Some of us are meant to enjoy the world's best inventions as customers, while others are meant to reap the benefits of finding them. There is a place for all of you here at Pxch. Get started right now or book a live demo. You will create an experience, and you will understand the demand that is about. I haven't seen something this demonstratable since gravity. Still wish I had invented that one.
Let me thank Mr. Einstein, but just remember that it could also have been an AI twin of you making a compelling message with your interactive website attached. So feel free to sign up today or book a live demo. Or get started today and book a live demo so you have an overview of how to use the platform in the best possible way. Have a great day, everybody.
Okay. So now that's the interactive, live and interactive. So you can imagine, I use this right now for my tools. I'm doing email marketing right now. I have a marketing agent, a marketing manager that we're promoting this on LinkedIn, on Instagram. So imagine promote this to your friends, or if you're in a group, or if you're in a church group, or whatever. It doesn't matter what it is. You can actually, let's say you have a group of a bunch of women that you're in business with. You could do a video of you or an AI avatar of you, put a script in there. All this is with Steve was a picture and a script, and it made that video. So you can take a script of you, a picture of you, or a picture of someone else, put it together in our system, and it produces a video like that. And then you can promote your calendar. You can promote your website. You can promote your products and services. You can promote an event that you're doing. It really doesn't matter, but you can have a personal invitation to your event. That's what I'm starting to do to promote to these events. So these events right here, I'm creating an avatar system just like this with the calendar dates of this event and the other events like this. And I'm putting that out to everyone around the world and getting that message out there. And then people are going to come, they're going to see the software, they're going to come here to the meeting, hear about it, and join. So you can do the exact same thing. So you got to ask yourself, does this system make sense? Number one, it has the regular screen share. It has the interactive, one-on-one interactive. It has one-to-many interactive. It has the language translation. It has these smart links. So the smart links, you can actually grow with your team. If you have an entire team of people, you can give them a smart link. They can invite up to 600 people, and it tracks the sales of every single person on your team. That's great for people that are in direct sales or network marketing. And we have the recorded and interactive that's here. There's many other features as well, but I'm only going to show you one other one because there's a lot of features, but I'm going to show you one of the best features, which is the compensation plan. Now, I'm going to take my product hat off. If you're just a customer, in other words, if this is just for you, as we get 4 people, they refer 4. They start with 3 because if you refer 3, yours is free. But we recommend you refer 4. Here's why. The way this company, remember I told you, Steve has decided he's not going to basically spend any money on advertising. He's going to give us the money. So I'm going to show you the numbers and how simple this is. Let's say today you said, Steven, I'm in. I want to join for the 149 level. Let's just use that level right there. Called our standard plan. When you refer someone that joins the standard plan, you make $50 per person. If they join at the premium plan, you make $75. If they join at the pro plan, you make $100. Very simple. $50, $75, or $100. And there's no limit on how many people you can enroll. So let me show you what could literally happen today. If this is your first time here, you could say, you know what, I think I need the standard plan because I don't have a big team. You just need the standard. So you get the standard plan. You pay $150 today. Starting next month, it'll be $49 a month, unless you go find 3 people. Because if 3 people join our program, by you using it on a daily basis, they're going to pay you $50 times 3, which is $150. So literally speaking, I'm doing another presentation just like this tonight at 5 p.m. As soon as we're done, you could sign up and say, I'm in. You join the program today. You can invite 10 or 15 people, 3 people to the meeting tonight at 5 p.m. 3 people join at the 149 level. It pays you your money back and you get it today. It's instant. The moment they click the buy button is the moment you get paid. That money hits your account instantly. So literally speaking, you could join today and earn back your money today. It can be that fast. But you don't have to stop there. You can enroll others. You can enroll as many as you want. There's no limit of how many people you can tell about this, just like there was no limit on how many people we told about Zoom. Then the next thing you can do is now, if you really want to take this to the next level and you want to help us spread this around the world, you can treat it a little bit more actively. If you refer 5 guests, 5 people, you actually earn a 10% monthly override. 10% monthly override. on all of those 5 customers. So let's say 5 people, to keep the number simple, 5 people join at $100 each, and you make $10 a person. I'm sorry, you make 10% of $100. That's $10 a person. If you have 5 people, you're making $50 a month in residual income. If you have 100 people, you're making you're making a lot more than that. You do the math. You're making about $1,000 a month in residual income. But here's the next thing. If you enroll 10 customers, you make 20% monthly override. And if you get 20 customers, you're making 30% override. So let me just show you the numbers. If you enrolled, let's say, 100 people that bought the $100, that's $10,000 in volume, you're making 30% of 10,000, that's $3,000 a month with just 100 people. Let me tell you the numbers. Write this number down. 300 million people a day are using Zoom. That's our market. 300 million people a day are using Zoom. So it's not a matter of if this program is useful for them. The only question is, are you going to bring it to them? Because we're bringing it to the people in the world, and we're telling them, listen, this is a better system, a better software, and you can get it for free. Zoom will never be free. So that's how the compensation plan works. If you'd like more details on that, after we're done, I'm going to open it up for 5 minutes, take a 5-minute break, and then we're going to start the training. The training is going to show you how to share this. Now, how do you share it? I'm going to keep it really simple. The easiest way to share it is just use it. Just use it. Because when you use it and then you open your screen, you make your screen live, what's the person going to say? How in the heck did you do that? And you say, well, it's really simple. This new program called Pxch. This is what I use every day. If you like, I can show you a little demo, and you just show them how you're using it. And they're like, yeah, if you want to join it, I have a link. You can go to the link and sign up. You give them your link, they go and sign up, and you get paid instantly. This could be one of the most lucrative income opportunities for you ever. Let me tell you why. Because there's no limit of how big you can build this. There's no country you can't build this in. So if you have members of your church, if you have members of family members, if you have business associates that use some type of meeting system like this, any of those people, they can all be beneficial for you. See? It'll be beneficial for every one of them. So all you have to do is be the one that's willing to share it with them. That's how the system works. So again, I'm going to open it up for questions so that anyone can answer the questions. And then after, we'll take a 5-minute break. And then after the 5-minute break, we're going to go and do the training. So let me go ahead and open it up. Anyone have any questions about anything I just shared? Let me make sure I unmute everyone. So I didn't have my mouse in the right spot there. Oh. Have it on the wrong monitor. There you go. Okay. Everyone should be able to unmute themselves.
Okay, Stephen, this is Gail.
Hi, Gail.
So with the compensation plan, what I'm understanding, like, it's a 2-part compensation. So if I have 5 people sign up for at the $100 level, I would first get $500 instantly. Like if they did it all at one time, then that would be 500. Mm-hmm. And then because it's 5 customers, then I would get 10% of that, I guess, production of $500.
Correct. So you make $50 a month approximately. That's correct.
Okay.
It's actually $1 less because it's $99 instead of, you know what I mean? But yes. So the answer is you just nailed it right on the head. That's as simple as that. So if you refer 5 customers, you're going to get $500 up front. So if they did it all at one time, you get it paid that day. So you can some people are using this as their day job, because if they go and enroll 5 people a day, that's $500 a day. I mean, it's pretty easy to do, and we show you how to do it. So yes, and then you get 10% override. The way you move up is you just refer 5 more people. Then all of those people you get 20%. Not just the next 5, all of them.
At the next month is what you're saying. So when are the monthly overrides paid out? Like
great
top
question.
of the month?
Excellent question. This is an amazing thing how they did this. We get paid daily on both. So in other words, let's say you signed up 5 people today, and all 5 of those joined today. You would make the $50 up front, and then exactly 1 month on this exact day, you would get the 10% of each one. But if they did it in 5 separate days, you get paid a little bit every single day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's stagnant. So you get paid daily. Great question, though. I'm going to show you something else about the system. I'm going to show you inside the system. I like to show inside the system as well, just so you can kind of see and get familiar with it, so you can see how simple the system is. Let me share this with you. All right. So now I'm going to show you inside the system. So inside the system, when you join, right here it says start meeting now. This is where you start the meeting. So you can go in and you have 2 different options. You have version 1 and version 2. So remember, we're young. We're literally less than 6 months old, less than a year old. So sometimes if there's a bug or something happens and you figure it out, let us know, because we're still in beta in our version 2. But if most of the things are being fixed or rectified, but if you see something or something that's not right, let us know. We want that input. But once you go down here and pick version 2, you start a meeting. It's literally that simple. It's easier than Zoom. If you want to use 1.0, you can do that. You can see the different features of each one here. And they're adding the features to 1 all the way to 2, but they're just not done yet. Okay. Good news is this is ground floor. Second thing you do is you can schedule a meeting. Scheduling a meeting is, let's say you're going to make a meeting for Monday or Tuesday or next week. You can put in here test. So you can type the word test. And then you can put the description of the meeting and the date and time. And then you can say, is it a recurring meeting? Do you want to use your personal link? Or do you want it to generate an automatic link? You can have a waiting room, and you can broadcast this live to Facebook and YouTube for lead generation. So let's say continue. Now here's where we differ. With Zoom or any of these other systems, they have what's called a standard meeting. Standard meeting is where you could just do a regular screen share, do a regular standard meeting. Webinar mode is on Zoom. If you want webinar, you have to upgrade. You have to pay an additional $50 to $100 a month or more. If you want webinars, our system, the webinar system, is included. And we have the interactive meeting, which no other company has. So let's say we started with the interactive meeting. We click that, then we click continue. Then it's going to have a thing called co-host. Now, co-hosts are separate links that you could send to your team. So let me give you an example. Let's say right now I'm talking to all of you and you are all on my team. If I was going to do a meeting, let's say at 5 o'clock tonight, which I am going to do a meeting tonight at 5. But if I wanted to, I could send each one of you a co-host link. You could put your self-replicated website into that. Now, when I do the screen share and I open the screen, all of your guests, you can send that out to your guests, and those guests will be tracked to your website. So in other words, it can build your downline by one person doing the meeting. So here's the use case. If you're the best presenter on your team and you have all your new people with smart links, all your new people could actually just invite people to the meeting. And then when they come to the meeting, they would actually fall into the downline of the person who invited them, meaning you're growing your business exponentially. So that's what the smart links can do. So that's what a co-host is. So the co-host, you can actually share your website. You can share your calendar. You can share someone else's website. It doesn't matter. You can pick whatever website you want. Once you pick the website, you hit continue. Now it's going to tell you all the people in your team. These will be all the co-hosts. So let's say I wanted to pick this co-host and pick this person, and I wanted to send this person the co-host link. I can pick 1 or 2 or all of them. And then once I hit continue, it will produce the meeting. and it would create the link. Now you can share it multiple ways. You can share it by copying it. You can copy the link. You can send it by message or by social media. And now you can broadcast that out. That's what this can do for you. You see how simple it is? It's a very simple system. Like I said, it's easier than what you're already using. You just got to go in, start utilizing it, and you'll see the simplicity of it. Any questions on what you just saw so far? No. Okay, good. The next thing I want to show you is over here. All your scheduled meetings would be down here. I'm going to go ahead and delete this test meeting now. Okay, so now all your other things are here. So your rewards would be commissions. So like I said, the bonuses are here. The monthly residual is there. I've been doing this for a few weeks. I already have 73 people in the system. 24 of them are active. And so that's how that works. So this is the system. Shows you all the numbers, their name and email and everything. It shows you the graph because you get paid on the system unlimited levels deep. There's no 1 or 2 levels. If it goes 5 levels deep, you get paid 5 levels deep. If it goes 100 levels deep, you get 100 levels deep. It doesn't matter. So that's the payments. Then over here, you can look down in the media section. The media section is where you can record videos. So those videos, you can actually upload your videos here, record them, and make them interactive in here as well. And then this is where you have the AI talking videos. So like you can put a tool here, you can put the person's picture there, and you can actually make an interactive video right here. That's how that's done. All the co-host links are right here. So if you have people that you're going to give a co-host link, it shows you their affiliate link. You can send it out to them and build an entire network. The last thing is training. This is where the training is. So we have a training code. You can go in and you can learn about the system, learn about how it works. And then we also have training on the software. So training on the software, the greatest part about these are like 1-minute videos. It doesn't take very long. So we have training inside the system, but we also have what's called onboarding. So if you decide to join today, you can go to our onboarding with the owner of our company. Write this down, every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 4 p.m., he does an onboarding training to help you answer your questions and show you how to get involved in the system. So that's our system for today. So I just want to share that with you. So if it's something that you want to do, if this makes sense for you, all you have to do is get with the person who invited you and ask them for their link. Because I did not make the smart link yet, only because everyone is still new. But as people start getting trained on the smart links, I'll be rolling out the smart links. So all you'd have to do is go here and then decide which level you want. We have 3 different levels. The 149 is you get 100 guests at a time that you can put on there, and you can do that unlimited amount of times. You can record. You can do it for 90 minutes each session. You have cloud storage, and you have unlimited. You have 2 meeting links that you can use for your team. The difference between this one, you have 300 guests you can put on there at a time, 3 hours of engagement per meeting. And this one is 600 with 5 hours of engagement per meeting and unlimited smart links. That's the difference. But it doesn't really matter because if you refer 3, you get yours for free. So whichever level you choose to join, that's up to you. But if you enrolled with me, I want to welcome you to, go ahead and get signed up today. And then today, like I said, in 5 minutes, we're going to take a 5-minute break, and then we're going to come back and do training. I'm going to open it up one last time. Does anyone have any questions, thoughts, or ideas for me about what you just saw? No? Okay, perfect. Well, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. And then what I'm going to do is open it up for 5 minutes. And I'm going to shut my screen down. I'm going to get a glass of water. And then in 5 minutes, we're going to come back. I'm going to do training and teach you not only how to get your 3 and 5. My goal is to teach you how to get 500. Because I would love to see people in here generating an extra $10,000 or $15,000 a month in your business. I'm going to show you how to create that strategy session and how to get these people involved in the program. So go ahead and take 5 minutes, get yourself a notepad, go to the bathroom, get yourself a snack or whatever you need, and then we're going to come back and start the training. All right, guys, thank you for being here. I appreciate your time. I'll see you in 5 minutes.